Hello friends, welcome to the Football Explained CR7 channel. I'm Alex, your favorite host, and today's video is for you. Not just a video, but a journey. A deeply emotional journey that took me from darkness to light. Picture this, friends. I grew up in a small, dusty town where football fields were rough. The sun scorched our bodies, but in that sweat lay the true joy of life. Right next to my house was a small, uneven field where my friends and I would chase a ball from the first light of dawn to the last rays of dusk. No professional coaches, no high-tech training equipment, just pure, unfiltered love for football, a love that still burns in my heart today. But back then, I didn't realize that inspiration alone can't achieve greatness. Inspiration comes and goes, like waves in the ocean, sometimes lifting you high, sometimes pulling you under. But discipline? That's the unshakable foundation of your life. The one that teaches you to stand tall through storms, failures, and frustrations, pushing you forward no matter what. Friends, today I'm giving you a map, not a geographical one, but a secret path to your dreams, where every step can transform you into an immortal superstar like Cristiano Ronaldo. Everyone wants to be like Ronaldo, his extraordinary fitness, like an unbreakable machine that never tires. His unwavering focus driving him to score in the final minutes of a match as if he doesn't know the meaning of defeat, and those countless goals that not only fill record books, but ignite fire in the hearts of millions of young dreamers. But do you know what lies behind Ronaldo's success? It's not just talent, it's discipline. That relentless, unbreakable discipline that forces him to train every day, sweating when others sleep, grinding in the gym when others party. I'm showing you that path, but don't think it's easy. It's a battle against your mind, your laziness, your excuses. We all drown in inspiration, but we're starving for discipline. That hunger that keeps you awake at night. Half the time you won't feel motivated to achieve your daily goals. Fatigue will wrap around you like a heavy blanket. Frustration will loom like a dark cloud. But is inspiration everything? No, it all starts with that initial spark of motivation, say, to perfect your shooting technique. You train for a week, everything feels great. You feel invincible, like you're conquering the world. But what happens when you fail on match day? When that shot misses, the ball flies over the goalpost and thousands of eyes in the stadium are on you, your inspiration vanishes like a pop balloon. Everything feels empty. That shooting practice, once a habit, now becomes a habit of avoidance. Not today. I'll do it tomorrow, you tell yourself, and that habit slowly drags you down. Friends, this happened to me, and my voice chokes up saying this because it's not just a story. It's a deep wound in my heart that made me stronger. When I was 18, I played for a local club, waking up early to train, feeling like I'd conquer the world, touch my dreams. But soon laziness crept in like an invisible wall, stopping me, whispering, "Stop, rest." If you saw my room, you wouldn't laugh. You'd probably feel sad. Training shoes scattered here, jerseys strewn there. Everything a mess, like a battlefield where I'd already lost. I'd think, I'll clean later. But that later never came. It became never. And that habit spread like poison, weakening me. It spilled into other parts of my life. I stopped going to the gym because I'm too tired, and that fatigue was eating my soul. My performance dropped, and so did my confidence, like a dark cloud covering my mind, blocking out all light. In one match, I missed an easy goal. The ball went straight to the goalkeeper's hands, and the disappointed stares of thousands in the stadium pierced my heart like daggers. That frustration brought tears to my eyes. My heart shattered. I stopped training for weeks. Those were the darkest days of my life. Sitting at home, watching TV, scrolling my phone, wondering why I wasn't succeeding. Why couldn't I become Ronaldo? Why were my dreams crumbling to dust? On those lonely nights, I'd cry, feeling like everything was over, with no hope left. For over 5 years, I was trapped in this painful, endless cycle that was breaking me. I'd lazily skip the gym, leave my dirty training gear scattered, my room a chaotic mess like a haunted house with no life. I didn't realize I was destroying my discipline. Those small habits were like poison spreading through me, weakening my mind. It made slipping in other areas of life easier. Schoolwork fell apart, friendships broke, everything was sinking into darkness. I'd think, I'll start later, but that later never came, and those negative habits piled up, weighing on my shoulders like a heavy burden, pulling me down. I realized that if I wasn't fit enough to clean my own gear, how could I expect success? It took me a long time to understand how discipline works. Many sleepless nights, endless frustrations, and lonely moments where I questioned, why am I like this? So today I'm sharing my experience with you for free because I don't want you to suffer like I did. I want you to learn from my mistakes and move forward. I guarantee if you wake up every day and do what I'm telling you, you'll see how simple discipline can be. It'll transform your life like a new sunrise spreading light, awakening your dreams. Today I'm giving you 5 steps that changed my life. Not just theories, but lessons forged from my blood, sweat, and tears that made me the Alex I am today. I'll explain each one in detail, weaving in my story and other motivational tales, so you don't just hear but feel them. Let them touch your heart, spark hope in your eyes, and ignite an unstoppable drive in your soul. Let's begin, friends. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. I'm with you, holding your hand, guiding you forward. Step 1. Start small and build gradually. My first step story, which made me a warrior, and many emotional moments. Friends, the journey to building discipline starts with the smallest task, like planting a tiny seed that slowly grows into a massive, unyielding tree, standing strong through storms. When I first realized this, I was sitting in my room, rain pouring outside like the sky was crying with me. My mind restless, like a raging storm inside, tearing me apart. I was thinking, how do I start? If I aim big, I'll fail again, fall back into that darkness that swallowed me. Tears welled up in my eyes, feeling like everything was over. So I started small. It was the turning point that pulled me out of the abyss. To become disciplined in football, you don't need to do something grand. No, you don't have to become Ronaldo in a day. You just need to take that first small step. It begins with tasks you don't want to do, but teach you to conquer your mind, defeat your laziness. For example, on the first day, I just cleaned my training shoes. Covered in dust and mud, each stain a reminder of my laziness, my failures. My mind screamed, "Do it tomorrow. It's raining. You're not in the mood." Those excuses were like poison in my ears. But I forced myself to get up. My hands trembled with frustration. It felt like I was alone in a war. I went to the bathroom, washed them with water, scrubbed with a brush. Each scrub washed away my laziness, my despair. When those shoes were sparkling, I felt, this is easy. I won. Tears of joy filled my eyes because that small victory prepared me for the next task. Like a tiny light shining in the darkness, showing me hope. Wherever you are, grab a notebook right now and write down the most important points from this video. This simple act will pull you out of the comfort of just watching. Your mind will make excuses. Why write? I'll remember. Don't listen. Get that notebook and start writing. It's not hard, yet your brain will resist, trying to stop you. But if you do it, you'll earn a discipline point, boosting your confidence, telling you you can do it. In my case, I added a small physical task next. I did 10 push-ups at home. The floor felt cold. My hands shook with frustration and fatigue. My body screamed, "Don't do it. Rest. You're weak." But I did it. The first push-up made sweat drip, washing away my sorrows. The second made my heartbeat race like I was coming alive. By the 10th, I felt I'd conquered a mountain, my eyes shining with victory. That feeling was incredible. Sweat dripping, heart pounding, feeling like I was winning, invincible, my dreams coming back. That's how you build more discipline. Your first victory, pushing you forward. Think of discipline as a game, like a video game where each level makes you stronger, upgrade your skills. Ask yourself, what does my brain not want to do right now? Then do it. That's your first level, your first challenge. Maybe it's an extra lap after practice or working on footwork. Those small acts of resistance against your comfort zone will build discipline, making your mind strong as steel, unbreakable by any storm. Let me share a story that inspired me and changed my life. When I joined a club, my coach said, "Alex, you can't run. Your stamina's weak. You're not fit." Those words pierced my heart like an arrow. I was devastated, feeling my dreams crumble. I went home and cried, thinking, I'm nothing. But the next day I started small. 5 minutes of running daily. The first day I hit the field as the sun rose, birds chirping sweetly, but my legs felt heavy, like they were tied with lead. My mind screaming, "Go back!" I ran. The first minute, fatigue tried to swallow me. The second, sweat poured like my sorrows were escaping. By the fifth, I felt, I can do this. That feeling lit a spark of hope in my heart. Slowly, it became 10 minutes, then 30. When my coach saw, his eyes widened and he said, "Alex, you've changed. You're a warrior now." Tears of joy filled my eyes because I realized how powerful small steps are, how magical. Another motivational story to touch your heart. Cristiano Ronaldo's. You know, Ronaldo grew up in a poor family. No luxuries, no privileges. His father was a gardener, his mother a cook. But he started small, waking up to run, practicing with the ball while other kids played. He told his sister, "I'll be the best in the world." That small promise, those small steps, made him the Ronaldo who, at 39, still scores and stuns the world. Friends, if Ronaldo can do it, rising from poverty and hardship, why can't you? Let this story inspire you, urge you to start small. Another story, Neymar's. Neymar grew up in Brazil's favelas, surrounded by crime and poverty. But he started small, dribbling on the streets, slowly overcoming his weaknesses. Today, he's a global star because he believed in small steps. Learn from this, apply it to your life. When you keep pushing yourself, what seemed impossible becomes easy. Your dreams will feel within reach. A new strength will awaken in your heart. The key is to gradually increase the pressure on discipline. Start small, and when those small challenges become part of your comfort zone, take on bigger ones like training for a full match, turning you into a true warrior. Let me dive deeper to ignite that fire in you. Imagine you're a new player, aiming to train daily. Start with 5 minutes of jogging with the ball. On the field, ball in hand, other players training around you. Their laughter and sweat making you feel, I can do this, I'm not alone. I did it. The first day, 5 minutes, my body woke up, my mind said, do more, you're strong. Slowly it became 15 minutes, then 30. Now I train 2 hours daily. That training made me a hero in a match, scoring in the last minute to win. The stadium's cheers still echoing in my ears. It'll work for you too. I know you're thinking, this sounds easy. Try it. After the first day, you'll feel like a warrior. Fire in your eyes, hope in your heart, your dreams closer. This step changed my life, and it'll change yours. Start today and watch your life become a miracle. One more story, Pele's. Pele grew up in a poor Brazilian family, no shoes even. But he started small, playing soccer on the streets, honing his talent. Today he's the king of football because he believed in small steps. Draw strength from this. Start your journey. Step 2. Reduce screen time. How my phone became my enemy. How I conquered it in emotional stories. Now, let's move to the second step, friends. A massive, painful battle in my life that kept me up many nights. On average, a teenager spends about 8 hours a day on their phone. That's a third of your day, like a huge chunk of your life being stolen, pushing your dreams further away. Imagine if you used that time to improve your football skills. How sharp your shooting would be, how magical your dribbling, how perfect your passing. This was a huge problem in my life. I'd wake up and check my phone first thing, scrolling Instagram, watching TikTok, drowning in YouTube shorts. Hours would slip by, leaving no time for training. My room's light was dim. I'd sit on my bed scrolling, while the field waited outside, calling, "Come play!" But I ignored it, trapped by my phone. It was like my mind was imprisoned, my dreams pushed away, my life controlled. Your phone is a tool, not your master. It should help your goals, not distract or destroy you. First, see where your time goes. Check your screen time stats. Identify which apps are eating your life. Eliminate those distractions. It's tough, your mind will scream, but it's vital to reclaim your life's freedom. I know some of you are making excuses. It'll be boring without my phone. It's my friend. But do this for your own good, to save your life, protect your dreams. I did it. I deleted TikTok. The first day felt like losing a part of me. My mind restless, hands reaching for the phone. I sat alone thinking, why is this so hard? But I resisted. That resistance made me stronger, telling me, you're in control. I used that time for training, hit the field, practiced with the ball, and felt reborn, my heart alive again. To Turn your phone from a distraction into a tool. Decide what you're looking for before checking it, so it's your servant, not your master. Want to watch Ronaldo's shooting technique? Watch it, then put the phone down and practice on the field. I remember an incident that broke my heart. I was scrolling before a match, hours wasted, eyes red, mind numb. In the game, I was tired, unfocused, missed a goal, my team lost, and I sat on the field crying, thinking, my phone is my enemy, destroying my dreams, ruining my life. That night I cried alone, asking, why am I like this? So I set a limit, 1 hour a day. It was tough, like a war, but it became a habit. Now I've reclaimed my life, my dreams are closer. Do it, friends. It'll save your football career, keep your dreams alive, spark hope in your heart. Another motivational story, Ronaldo's. He limits his phone time, stays away from social media to focus on training, knowing it's like poison, slowly killing you. That's why, at 39, he still scores, stunning the world. If you can, why can't you? Let this inspire you, free you from your phone. Another story, Kylian Mbappe's. As a kid, he fell into phone addiction, but set limits after realizing it, and now he's a World Cup winner. Learn from this. Apply it to your life. Step 3. Anticipate failure, my biggest loss story that made me stronger, with emotional examples. The third step is crucial, friends. It'll protect you from failure, strengthen your heart. Imagine setting an ambitious goal, like scoring the most goals in a season. The initial excitement pushes you to train harder, but as the season progresses, challenges hit, missed opportunities, injuries, frustration. It's tempting to lower your expectations. Maybe the goal was too big, I can't do it. But what comes after that temporary relief? Your drive fades, your dreams dim. In my life, this happened. A tournament where I aimed for 10 goals. First match, I scored 2, feeling invincible. But in the third, I got injured. Pain in my leg, crying in agony, sitting in the hospital thinking, it's over. I thought, give up, I'm weak. But I anticipated failure. If I quit, I'd be an average player. No story, no legacy. That fear pushed me up. I rehabbed, endured the pain, slowly returned, and that comeback made me a new man. This approach builds deep discipline, teaching you to fight. Motivational story. Ronaldo's comeback from a 2018 injury. He faced a serious setback but fought back, anticipating failure, and won the Champions League. Another story, Salah's, who returned from injury to make Liverpool champions. Draw strength from these. Step 4, challenge yourself. The timer game that changed me, with emotional stories. The 4th step, challenge yourself to be better than yesterday, turning life into a game. I used a timer to track focus time, 15 minutes the first day, and it felt like a win. Slowly it became an hour, and that pride was incredible, like conquering myself. Motivational story, Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality, challenging himself daily to become an NBA legend. Another, Ronaldo's breaking his own records daily. Step 5, consistency, the limits of willpower, my struggles, and motivational examples. The final step, build consistency through habits, the key to your life. I wrote down goals, tough at first, but it became a habit. Research shows willpower is limited, so build habits. Motivational story. Michael Phelps' routine, following the same schedule to win Olympic golds. Another, Serena Williams, whose consistency made her a tennis queen. Show your determination and subscribe. Friends, these 5 steps will transform your life. Ignite a fire in your heart. Comment below. I'll be the world's best player and your favorite team. If this video inspired you, touched your heart, please, tears in my eyes as I say this, subscribe to Football Explained CR7. Without your support, I'm nothing. You're my strength. Hit the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss the next motivational video. You're my family. I love you. Like, share. Thank you.